Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go from Denver. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Play action now. It's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's a dozen for number 12. And he's got a first down as well.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Nick's gonna throw for it. Escape, and he's gonna be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush. to a turnover on down. On the ground, this is James Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Allen. That's taken in, it's James Cook. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing again, it's Allen. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. 3rd down, they need 5. Throwing again is Allen. That one taken in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Bills. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Knicks now on 1st and 10. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Dobbins. Oh, that would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the zone read, this is Nix. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
He's going to keep this again. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
47-yard line.
The run game not helping him out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. That pass to the sideline, nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
One quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up. On fourth down, here's Nix. That's taken in, and he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and
he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And less than a yard.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5.
First and goal, Buffalo.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up second and goal.
Allen now on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jonathan Cooper getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it third and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Allen gonna throw for it. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Keon Coleman, touchdown Bills. Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down at the 41. 1 yard.
It is 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
To throw is Nix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Broncos, first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. Third down coming up. Here's Nix to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Forced to his right. Now he'll run.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
Now Allen on first down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 36.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing. Nix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10.
First and 10.
Throwing is Nix. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Back to throw is Nix. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. Back to the air one more time. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Nix from the gun on third down. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, H2h. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. One of his teammates there to take it back in. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He connects with Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Pat Bryant, the target there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Nick's going to throw for it. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. That's caught by Harvey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Quick throw, taken in. And he will score! Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos.
This is simply just a check down, Mike, and it's got to be held to a short gain, but instead he's physical, he's fast, and the next thing you know, he's in the end zone doing his celebration. It's funny what can happen when you get that effort with great execution.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Throw on 1st and 10. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 35 yards.
And the Bills first down.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. Quick slant into the hands of Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Joey Bosa getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Bombers.
2nd down. Nix. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Tre'Davious White in coverage. Knocks that one away. 3rd and long. Here's Harvey. And good work defensively. We'll stop this one after a gain of 5, and it will be 4th and long. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That is caught side of the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. He'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
First and 10, and it's Allen. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. They'll try to get back to the line, but it is not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos 25.
Allen now on 2nd down. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you...
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. 3rd and long. Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit...
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down. They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone, and that is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. Got his man at the 6. And he will score again. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Bills. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen working from the pistol. He'll swing that out wide and make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Oh, the ball's out. The Bills have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution. And
for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Allen goes with a pop pass. And he's in! Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now Allen. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. A first down throw for Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton.
just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
Brings up second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
A run with Cook. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. On third down, it's Josh Allen. Oh, a loose football. The Broncos have it. Inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here we go. One final play. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Here's Nix to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. Past the 40. Still going. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one.